Okay, listen, I tried to build something good. I tried to build a good deck with Mega Gengar. Such a thing does not exist. Mega Gengar EX is terrible. I know Little Dark Furry made, you know, a mill deck with the Zvilis. I tried, right? I tested it out slightly with like the Spiritomb. Oh, let's test it out with the Spiritomb, see how that goes, see if that does anything. It went horribly, so I completely nixed the idea of doing anything with Zvilis because it's two. If you're playing a mill deck, 2 is not enough, okay? Wug Trio is not up to 9, and then Great Tusk is 4. And you know what those don't require? A stage 2 and a stage 1. So, yeah, Gengar is trash. Never play Gengar. Gengar is the worst card ever printed. I tried multiple different builds. You know, Zoroark is fine, sure. But it's bad. So, you know, I was like, oh, let's play Iron Boulder. I didn't get enough time to test it, so I think I've kind of like decided not to do it. You know, I'll probably play a game or two with this guy just to test it out. And if you saw the Discord, it's actually kind of funny because it'll say it'll do 0 damage and then the attack will go through because PDCGL is a well-made game. So that's another fun glitch, but we're going to play Clefairy today. Okay, we're playing Clefairy. That is the strat. And yes, you can tell by my ranking that we've sucked. Okay, we got this. Maloud DZ. I would like to get a YouTube video. There's maybe one more stream before Phantasmal Flames, which is Thursday. Oh, man. That is one of the options. Okay, see, this is a terrible start. Well, actually, this is a fine start. We're losing a Wonder Patch. That's okay. Sorry, a Wondrous Patch. We are also losing a Frostlass. But no, Chipper, that's also one of the options. And yeah, Clefairy is a thing that exists and is fine, but Monkey Dory just ruins everything. I probably won't... 6 days away. I probably won't do another stream until Phantasmal Flames, because every time I build a deck, I'm like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Literally the worst top deck. Oh, it's okay if I have to research my hand, because don't worry, we have everything we need. We'll be totally fine if I have to get rid of this hand, as long as we have Super Rod in the deck. As long as the Super Rod's in the deck, we'll be totally fine. We're going to be able to retrieve everything we just lost. So what does BDCGL give me? Oh, we can also donk them. Of course, we can't donk them because that would be too easy. All right, well, let's go Snow Run down, and then I guess just end. Oh no, I should have retreated because they can knock me out because they're playing Gardevoir. Oh, that's bad. Okay, but you're gonna see my plans here, okay? You're like, wait, how does Clefairy and Frostlass go together? They don't go together like peanut butter and toast. They go together like crunchy peanut butter and toast. So it gets the job done, but it doesn't work how you want it to. Yeah, I was like, they must have the trolley in their hand if that's what they're going for here. And let me guess, it'll be a deck that has, thank you for another gifted sub. Oh no. Oh no, worst matchup. This is the first time we're going to lose to this deck. Oh god, this is literally the first time ever we're going to lose to this deck. And it's terrible. I could not envision a worse thing to happen right now for us. I mean, I think I just have to Lillies. To a Canadian? Yeah, Canadians are gullible. You know, they're also feeling sad after the World Series, so you can really screw them over. No, if this is how the stream is starting, then it's just going to get a million times worse as we go along. All right, so you can go down. Let's get a Frostlass. Sorry, let's get a Snow Runt. And then we go Xatu. I guess I retreat into the Clefairy, because we do have to hit into them. That's for damn sure. The question is, do I want to put another Clefairy? I think we just don't have another multi-prizer down, but no, they're gonna Claw of Darkness. They're 100% gonna Claw of Darkness, and then get rid of my Legacy energy, knock out the Clefairy in the process, Or they can go for a terminal period. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so this is a great start to the stream, by the way. Just immediately losing. They're gonna attach a darkness energy to the Monkey Dory, and that's gonna be fun. And Trainer Trevor, no, we're already, like, you see my idea, and then PTCGL is just like, no, we're gonna get rid of all your good cards right away, and then you're gonna suck a butt. Okay, so they have to attach the energy, they're gonna get rid of the legacy, they're knocking out the Clefairy. We're off to a fantabulous start, by the way. Absolutely fantastic start. Couldn't envision a better start for this deck. Oh, man. Oh, I wonder what they're going to get rid of. I have no idea what they're possibly going to get rid of out of my hand here. Oh, they're actually going for the Lillies. Okay. I mean, that does make sense, but I don't know if I would have done that. Because obviously their strategy is to give me a period. Okay, so let's put you down. Let's put you down. I attach the legacy energy to the Lillies. We go legacy energy on Lillies. We draw a card with Moo. We restart. We hope for like an Iono or something. Okay, there's a bosses. I guess I go for the monkey. Okay, that's fine. Because now I can also attach to the Mew. Not that I necessarily want to. Hey, there's a Frostlass. Okay, so we have a Frostlass. There's a Monkey Dory. How do I go about doing this? Because I could put the damage on the Latias, or I could knock out the Monkey Dory, or I could do many things. I don't think I have any good options here, though. So let's go. How much are we doing? We're doing 180. I believe if I just knock out the Monkey Dory, this stops them from being able to knock out my Clefairy with a terminal period, and they'll just get 0 prizes. I believe that's the strat here. There we go. Okay, we got the Iono. Obviously, they can just go bosses, Claw of Darkness, my Mew. But you'll see my strategy in a second if it works, and then if we don't get it, then you won't see it. But I wanted to play Gengar. I was all gung-ho about playing Gengar today. I was like, oh man, I'm going to test Gengar all week. You know, it's going to be like my last stream before Phantasma Flames. It's going to be super useful, barely an inconvenience. Oh, Mr. Leon, you don't believe. And I was like, oh, it's going to be great. Everyone's going to be, oh my God, trust your pilot. You're so handsome. And I want my feet in your mouth. And yeah, that's fair. Did it just say double legacy energy? What just happened? Did the Lillies Pearl flash? I wasn't really paying attention. I think I'm going to draw Earthen Vessel. What do you think? I think we're going to top deck the Earthen Vessel. What do you think? Okay, so let's tools crap. Oh, I should have sent up the dude first. I shouldn't have put the Mew up first. Okay, so Earthen Vessel. That's fine. And then we draw 3 with restart. Get nothing that we need, because that's awesome. And then I guess I retreat into the Snow Runt. Let's Clairvoyant Sense the Mew. Okay, I mean, the Snow Runt's going to be trapped there, but ooh, hello. Okay. Let's put the Clefairy down. We'll Clairvoyant Sense to it. Okay, so I have a turn. That's fine. And then I guess, yeah, we go Moonlit Hill. Look at this. Boom. How do you heal your Pokemon? That's how you heal your Pokemon, baby. How do I only have 9 cards left? How the hell did that happen? When did that happen that we only have 9 cards left? All right, and then we'll go, we'll attach to the Mew. And then we'll do that. Okay. So we're still going to lose. Don't get too excited. We're still going to lose this game because this is like the one matchup we can't win. And also I should have sent up the Frostlass first and used the Mew to do some things. How do you knock out a Mega Absol? That's a good question. That's the neat part. You don't. But I can just knock out a Kangaskhan and a Latias for game. But yeah, I think it's safe to say that I won't be streaming until next Thursday. What's the win? Take knockouts. What do you mean, what's the win con? Taking knockouts. So obviously, if they don't have a bosses, they're just going to Claw of Darkness the Frostlass, get rid of the Lillies. They might get rid of the Super Rod, I'm not sure. I doubt it. But this is literally the worst matchup you could possibly think of for this deck. I would imagine the Lillies is getting destroyed here. Yeah, the Lillies is going. I do need another Moonlit Hill. All right, I mean... Oh, hey, we can click on a card in their hand and make it pink. Or, oh no, we don't get the glitch. Oh, there it is, there it is. Okay, see, I fixed it. I fixed it to make sure we got the glitch. Don't worry. Don't worry, everyone, we got the glitch. It's okay. Okay, so let's go Super Rod. I need to put in 1, 2, and then I guess a Clefairy. So in this situation... Yeah, I guess we go restart. That's not cool. And then Fez and Skibbity hope for the third Moonlit Hill. We did not get the third Moonlit Hill. So in this situation, do I just go for the Mega Kangaskhan and hope? Because we might not win if that's the case, which is a problem. Let's go for it. You know, apparently this deck doesn't play Iono, and let's have some fun. Yeah, I only need 1 heads. How can we not get it? How can we not get it when we only need 1 heads? Hey, and they don't get to activate Fez and Skibbity, right? Because it's between turns. Hey. All right, now all I need is them to start taking more knockouts. I think we're going to lose based on math, but what if we didn't lose based on math? Okay, so the Mew gets knocked out. I mean, maybe they'll get greedy and go for my Xatu and try to knock out the Xatu, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to be smart, though we are in the under 1400s because I tried to make Mega Gengar work. Oh, they got greedy. Oh, they got so greedy. They got so greedy. That's our chance to win, assuming I have another counter catcher. I don't think I do, because it's hard to remember, you know, when you build 7 different versions of a deck. But if we have 1 more Gust card, we do win. We do win. We 100% win if I have a counter catcher. If we don't have a counter catcher, we lose the game. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what's happening? Wait, what's going on? Why are they being smart? No, don't do that. What's happening now? And Sunny? Yeah, you're the one who cheats on PDCGL with other games. Okay. Still confused. You gotta thrust a nut. I mean, obviously they were just thinning out the turbo energizes. There's if we just have a counter catcher, that's it. That's all we need. All I need to win is a counter catcher. I don't care if they knock out all my Xatu. Okay. Watch it not happen. Watch Lillies Clefairy EX, the goated prophesized combo. Yeah, because there's nothing I can do with Lillies Pearl. And do you notice how the damage went to the Clefairy before between turns? Because PTCGL is a well-made game. Okay, that does not matter whatsoever. The only question is, do I have a counter catcher in the deck? Of course not. Of course I only put 1. Of course Trust Your Pilot only put 1 in the deck. And that's not enough. Womp womp. All right. Well, we came so close, didn't we? So we were that close. Apparently I needed another Gust card. That was the difference between winning and losing. How do I win against Mega Absol? I guess I don't, because you can't use really, there's not really anything that I could use to knock it out, right? Okay, you literally had game just by attacking. God, I really thought we were going to start the stream off strong. We did more damage. How can we lose if we do more damage? Okay, so let's try it again. How many? So I only have 2 Moonlit Hill. I thought I had 3. We have 2 bosses, 1 counter catcher, 3 Lillies Pearl. I really thought we were going to get in there. We have 2 Super Rod. We can do this. We're not going to reach the 1300s, okay? I can guarantee you we are not going to get to the 1300s. You got to go back in time to, what was it, 2021? And play PDCGO during Bidoof Day, and then you can get that deck box. The main reason why I use this deck box is because it's alphabetically, it's at the start. I would use the Spheal one, the Spheal Appeal, but that's at the very bottom, and you can't favorite anything on PDCGO because that would make too much sense. It would make way too much sense to make our lives easier. And if you're wondering what the patch does, here you go. Basically, it's nothing. I love the patch notes at the bottom. Fixed an issue where your active Pokemon just disappeared. Fixed an issue where attacks and abilities didn't allow you to actually do the thing you're supposed to be able to do. It's just such a well-made game, isn't it? Fixed an issue where you could... Oh, and we're facing a metal deck. Guess what my dude is weak to? You'll never guess what my dude is weak to. So game 1, worst matchup with Mega Absol. Game 2, worser matchup, and we get 2 realistically dead cards. Realistically, 2 dead cards in our hand when we have 11 draw supporters. So yeah, fixed an issue where the active was disappearing. Fixed an issue where card art was being layered on top of another. What the hell does that even mean? Fixed an issue where certain attacks were unable to discard a specific number of cards when prompted instead of only the maximum amount. The game is almost 4 years old, and just look at those issues. The game is almost 4 years old, and that's like an alpha issue. That's something that should have been addressed like 6 years or 6 years before the game came out. I don't know where I'm going with that, but like, come on, guys. This is, I know what game this is, but that's just really stupidly pathetic. Well, we're gonna knock out the Duraludon. Are you kidding me? How is this the world we live in? Okay, I can't use the Tool Scrapper, but how do we get Countercatcher and Night Stretcher? We have one of each in the deck. I go and get the Mew EX just so I can be able to maybe draw cards, and the PDCGL is just like, nah, that's too difficult. We can't make it happen. That's way too much work. Being able to do all that? Nah, trust your pilot. I say nay. I say nay, trust your pilot. Okay, so they're playing something. I don't understand the Kangaskhan and the Turbo Energize with the Ralladon and our Chaladon. But we are in the 1300s, so you get what you expect. Oh my! We're having fun today. Today is a fun day. Today is what we would consider a Sunday fun day for all you kids out there. That's what we would call it. Okay, so this is playable. We have a playable turn here. Actually, I'll just do that to save ourselves a second. Okay, so we go research, get 0 basics, love that. All right, so we'll go get Fez, because Fez is going to get us two Snorunt, because we would like to get 2 Snorunt, because that'd be pretty poggers. Or we get 0 Snorunt. That's less poggers. All right, well, let's retreat into you and see what happens. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna split. No, we're gonna attach to the Mew. Nah, we'll stick like that. Oh man. Okay, I don't know. It feels like it's cursed, right? It feels like I've been cursed these last like 2 weeks ever since I got through like the first 3 decks of the middle format, the mid format, we should call it. It feels like everything I've tried to make work has just completely failed, and I'm not sure why. So, again, I was planning on doing a King Gambit stream on like Monday just because Battle Cage will kind of ruin things. And I was like, okay, well, we'll do a King Gambit stream before it becomes Battle Caged out of the format. But we all know it's not going to go well. It's just going to be Monkey Dory decks all day. That's not fun. No one wants to watch me struggle with a Monkey Dory deck. Okay. That just wouldn't be right. But, you know, the Iron Boulder is kind of interesting, right? It does 170 for 2 energy. It gives up a prize. It can do 190 with a future booster, so maybe we switch to that. Right? Maybe we switch to it and see what happens. We do the switch to as the kids these days would say. Okay, we got this. We're going to get a Snow Runt, and it's going to be great. I think we attach... Actually, no, let's get rid of double Frostlass. We have a super... Wait, do we have a Super Rod? Probably. Hopefully. And then we go that guy into play. Mew on the bench. I'm going to Wondrous Patch to the Mew. Because that's how we knock this guy out. Oh, that's not how we knock that guy out. Okay, well, it's fine. It'll be fine. Everything's fine. No need to worry. There we go. We finally got a Snow Runt. Okay, so Snow Runt goes down. Moonlit Hill into play. May as well draw a card. That'll be something I wish I didn't get rid of. Yep, that's... no, that's fine, actually. Okay, we can still win. I'd really like a Lillies Pearl, though. That would be the opposite of a Lillies Pearl. Okay, and then we go flip the script. Lillies Pearl. I asked you for one basic thing. One thing in life, and you can't give me that. And Ryusham, oh man, if Iron Boulder works, I can't wait to make that YouTube video. Did they just put a spiky energy on Aegislash? Yeah, that's not very nice. Yeah, just give me a Pearl Necklace, PDCGL. Okay, so we are actually in an okay position. I know it's looking bad because we are going to lose, but we're in an okay position right now. Because they're going to knock out my Clefairy. I can INO them really low. I can hit into them with Mew and take the KO. But I don't think I want to do that, right? I think I want to knock out the Kangaskhan with... No, because I can't, because stupid Clefairy's weak to metal, and of course we're facing a metal deck. But no, we're going to get the Lillies Pearl. Crap baskets. Crap in my pants. Well, we just lost the game. I've got great news, everybody. We just completely lost the game. MPP Jackson, you didn't pay for that sub, did you? I think you got gifted that sub. You have no power here. All right, so we lose this game. I'll try one more with this, where we're going to keep trying to make Clefairy work. That's the card we needed, but we have to go into you. Okay. I'm going to attach the Legacy Energy to the active. We're going to save all that. Let's go Moonlit Hill down. I know them to 2. We're going to get the Lillies Pearl. We're going to get a Frostlass. It's going to be great. How the hell did we not get anything that we needed? Okay, come on. We're going to get a Frostlass. 100%. We did not get a Frostlass. Okay, this is fine. We're going to get rid of the Psyduck. I know I got rid of 2 Frostlass, but You'll notice there's a third and also 2 Super Rod. You'll notice that I prepared for this, and PDCGL still said no. I came very much prepared. Okay, so let's start attaching to Pheasantipity, apparently. There's a Frostlass. See, I told you. I told you we'd be fine. Then we have to go Mew, Energy, Frostlass. Lightning Ronda Rousey. I do also, I believe, have air balloons in the deck. Okay, 1, 2, 3. All we have to do is knock out the Genesect and we win. It is so stupidly simple for us to win this game that even an idiot could come up with the strategy. We're going to get our Frostlass. They're going to have a full bench. The only way that we lose this is if they get a bosses. Okay, finally. I don't know. This is not going in the YouTube video, by the way, because what the hell? This is what it takes to win, is getting, you know, a weakness and then barely doing it. So while this is going on, I did start playing Legends ZA, and oh my god, Lumio City is the worst setting ever for a game ever. I was thinking about this. If you dropped me into, with no map, a random spot in Lumio City, I wouldn't know where I am. And see, it double activates Legacy Energy when it's actually Lily's Pearl that also activates. But if you drop me into a random spot in Lumio City with no map, I wouldn't know where I am because everything looks the same. They did such a terrible job with it. Okay, so we just thin out everything from the deck. That is the strategy. We thin out everything from the deck and do all of the things. Okay, that's it. That's all we do. That's how we win this game. First step is we got to bring this guy up. I think we already have it, but I'm choosing to BM them because I feel bad about myself, and this makes me feel better. Okay, and then... Oh no, I accidentally clicked flip the script. We gotta get that Frostlass. Hey, I see? See the strategy. You see the strategy now. Trust your pilot. Actually, maybe goated. Maybe trust your pilot is goated in the sauce. Did you ever think about that? But yeah, Lumio City. Oh my god, it is such a terrible, whoever decided to, oh, we're just gonna set an entire Pokemon game in Lumio City, they shouldn't make decisions about the Pokemon franchise anymore. Like, setting it in Lumio City is fine, but not doing anything to make Lumio City interesting is bad. Gameplay's pretty cool, though. All right, we're facing off against Nikolai Coster-Waldau. I'm playing it on Switch once, and I can't tell you if you're being sarcastic or not. I cannot tell. I imagine you're being sarcastic because the graphics, the pop-in is terrible. What is this, Mary Poppins? Huh? What is this game, Mary Poppins? Yeah, it's like there'll be a mission-critical character not that far ahead of you, and you're like, well, I can't see them. Where are they? And it's like, oh, you got to take a step forward, and then they appear. Because, again, PDC, or Pokemon Company, great. Oh, we got this. I'm going to win this one. Okay, if I don't win this one, it's because PDCGL hates me. Did I? No, I have air balloons, right? I have to have air balloons in the deck. Lena, welcome in. There has to be air balloons in the deck. What's the battle system like? It is real time. It is a real-time battle system. Yeah, maybe I do need Latias EX in this deck or something. But we're just going to take so many free prizes with Frostlass. We don't need it. Well, fun fact about Pokepad, it's not coming out until March. Son of a gun. No, it's very different compared to Arceus. It's real time. So you have to wait for your moves to cool down. Okay, we're going to get the knockout. Even if we don't, we're going to be fine. Okay, even if we don't take the knockout, what are they going to do? Hit me with the Terapagos and win the game? I'd like to see them... Oh my god, we actually got it. Oh my god, we actually got it. See? See? Who? Yeah, who are you gonna call? Here we go. We're gonna... I mean, bosses and Countercatcher in the hand. I don't know why we keep getting Countercatcher in our hand at the worst possible... Ooh, hello. We keep getting Countercatcher at the worst possible times. Oh, there we go. Okay. We can bosses somebody. I can potentially make something happen if I can get my Wondrous Patch, and maybe we can actually copy Crown Opal with the Team Rocket's Mimikyu. Okay, don't be like that. Don't be like that, bro. Okay, you know what? I don't think they got it. Oh, what the hell? We were gonna win that one. Grizz Piece, thank you. I always like it when new people come on me. Oh my god, that was gonna be a YouTube game. No, because it's real time, as in you like your moves have a cooldown. Super Smash Bros. No, Charizard Y is bad. Do not listen to anyone who says that Charizard Y is good. Charizard Y is bad. Dragonite, welcome in. Yeah, Charizard Y, I don't think it's that good of a card. Like, I know that it can be good, and I'm sure we'll include a copy in one of the Charizard decks, but I don't think it's a deck you can, like, build around. Because Terras are still going to exist in the next format, and guess what? Terras have a built-in bench barrier. So I'll talk about all the reasons why on Sunday. But yeah, 280 for 3 energy isn't bad. But, like, why would you play that over Ceruledge? And a Ceruledge on the bench doesn't get knocked out by Charizard Y. So we'll talk about it. You know, if I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. I think this is a good start. Okay, so I don't think we go for the turn 1 KO here. We're just going to go Lily's Pearl, attach there. Yeah, I guess I play with my balls. And we, unfortunately, go and get a Snorunt. Don't want to get a Snorunt, but that's kind of what we got to do here. And then Lily's Determination. So we're playing the long game. This is Zard. They have a Badoo. We have to play with our balls. That's always a fun thing to do. Let's go get Natu. There is no shot in hell they get the knockout on the Clefairy this turn, right? They're going to be a butt face. They're going to take their time. We'll be fine. Yeah, so it's going to be a little confusing. I have to sort of separate the cards, and I'll do like a recap at the end of the video of which cards are coming out in January, which cards are coming out in March. Because if it has an I in the bottom left, that will be part of the January set, because the January set is the last set of 2025. Just go with it. And then the set at the end of March is the first set of 2026, despite being the second set of 2026, but it's the first set of the 2026 release calendar schedule, despite us currently being in the 2026 competitive format. Just don't worry about it, okay? It'll all make sense during my video, and this is not a thinly veiled way to goad you into... That's not very nice. Wait, this is pretty funny, though. It'd be real nice if you could play cards, wouldn't it? Oh, hello. Okay, so we just knock out the Badoo. Yeah, they'll get to draw some cards. That's fine. But I get to do more things to them. You know, what I learned from Legends ZA is that I'm really good at sneaking up on unsuspecting women. What the hell is this crap? I mean, there's no way they I-know me, right? There's no way they I-know me. Yeah, if you ever wanted to play a game that teaches you how to sneak up on women without them knowing and then getting an advantage in life because you did that, play ZA. It teaches you, it really teaches you how to sneak up on women. So, you know, you learn valuable life lessons from it. All right, so they have to get us, oh my God. They have to get a Zard. Of course, they get the jamming tower. This game. Where are my stadiums? I'm seeing a million cars. They're just seeing a Zard. But we can definitely, and there's the Ino. Well, that's great. Okay, there's a Xatu. There's another Frostless. There's a Pheasant Skibidi. Okay, so I know we have an air balloon. I think worst case scenario, we just sacrifice the Xatu in this situation. Yeah, but you can't sneak up on men and, you know, take off their socks. Because, I mean, they must be so uncomfortable having to wear them. It's unfortunate. I really wish they'd add that for Gen 10. You know, if they add Gen 10... Okay, that's bad. The Dragapult is bad, but we do one-shot Dragapult very easily. It's just they have to, you know, put it into play at the right time. And I really don't want to Ino them. That would be less than ideal. Yeah, oh man, this is so tough. Like, I think we have to go for the potential... We have to go for the potential upside here. Right? I have to just go for Xatu, try to get the KO. I have to, I think, put the Fez in play. We got 4 energy. Yeah, we got to play with our Rod. So we got to go 1, 2. I put the Fez down. We don't put the Mew down quite yet. But like, all we need is, we don't even need that much. We just, oh, we need more than that. We don't even need that much, but we do need more than that. Okay. I guess I Fez first. That, I think, does it, right? I believe that gets us the knockout. Because attach, yeah. So that gets us, well, that doesn't get us the knockout, but it gets us an attack at least. There's a counter catcher, which we currently cannot use. Okay, great. Let's go get a Snow Runt. And we Wondrous Patch to the Mimikyu. I Earthen Vessel the Nest Ball. Go get an energy. Okay, things are coming up Millhouse. Things are coming up Millhouse right now. The question is, do I put the Clefairy down in this situation knowing that they're probably going to have it like that? And the answer is hell yes. The answer is hell yeah, bro. Yeah, let's do it, bro. And Karusu, you are not subbed. You're not allowed to say bad words. I just did 240, baby. I just did 240 because I'm that good at this game. Oh, man. Okay, so Zard will get melted away by Frostlass. You get 1 swear word a month if you're subbed, but you have to pay for the sub. The gifter gets the swear word. You know, you got to pay me money to say bad words. But yeah, see, I knew they weren't going to get it. That is how just tuned in I am to this game, is I know that my opponent doesn't have it. If they don't have Pidgeot EX set up, Charizard can't do anything. Meanwhile, I'm the best. But you have to, it's like, remember in, you know how in PG-13 movies, you're only allowed 1 swear word? So you have to be very careful, like, which swear word you use. That is the strat here with Trust Your Pilot's channel, is you get 1 swear word a month. You have to be very careful about which one it is. Okay, there's no way we lose this, right? There's absolutely no shot we lose this game at this point. We're going to Fez first. We're going to get a Clefairy. We're going to do all the things. We're going to get Moonlit Hill absolutely goated and throated. Okay, we're going to oh my god, PDCGL. We're going to get a oh my god, we got Clefairy and Legacy Energy. This is so much better. Okay, and then, yeah, we accelerate to the Clefairy. You're seeing this. You're seeing how Trust Your Pilot builds his decks. Okay, and then we're going to put that there. The question is, I think we knock out the Pidgey, right? I go counter catcher the Pidgey, because that's our biggest concern. And then we go Lillies for 6. We're going to get another Frostlass. Goated. Just calling my shots all day. And then I believe we save the Moonlit Hill for next turn. Then again... Yeah, I think we have to save the Moonlit Hill just in case. Because how many... I've played with my Rod once, so we still have a Rod and a Night Stretcher. Because you give up so few prizes, you have to be very careful about your rods, and you can't drain your rod too quickly. Did you just notice that Charizard went from 300 damage to 290 to 300? Because again, PTCGL, super duper well-made game. One of the most well-made games of all time. You know, other developers are jealous of this game for how well good made it is. You know, you look at the patch notes for Tuesday's update. Look at the bottom there. Fixed an issue where the active Pokemon was disappearing. Where the game's almost 4 years old, and there's issues where cards just disappear, and where cards get placed on top of each other. It's just such an embarrassment of a game, isn't it? Just such an embarrassment of a game. I didn't include the patch notes in my free decks video. Yeah, that's actually, no, that's great. Yeah, go for the Fez. I literally win the game now. That's literally GG. That's game over. They cannot win. I have just won the game, and I bet they feel sad. Yeah, I liked when cards hover in the air. So are you ready to see this? How Trust Your Pilot's about to absolutely decimate them, and you want to see the Moonlit Hill? How do you stop your Pokemon from getting knocked out by Frostlass? Well, you use Moonlit Hill. Would you look at that? Trust Your Pilot, absolutely goated. He's the #1 goat. And would you look at that? And they wouldn't even take any prizes. That's the other cool thing, is they wouldn't have taken a single prize. So even if they did do the thing, the game would have been over unless they had a Gust card. And we know they ain't got no Gust cards. Because would you look at that? 4 prize turn. And they got nothing on my Clefairy. They would have taken 0 prizes. GG. Well, that would explain why we couldn't find Moonlit Hill. So again, the strategy, it was crazy in my brain. I was like, hey, what if we paired Clefairy with Frostlass and then never face any Dragon decks, but still win because my Clefairy... See, this is the layered thing I think they were talking about in the patch notes. That Clefairy is a Charizard EX because, again, PTCGL, super well-made game. All right, let's switch it up and... Okay, so let's try... I mean, this is a Mystery Garden. It's a Mystery Garden build. How many Gust cards do I have? I have Prime Catcher. Yeah, let's try the Mystery Garden build. Yeah, the response to that video was not what I thought it was. A lot of people... Yeah, it's kind of funny. People are like, yeah, there's a million issues that are worse than them copying all the art. And it was like, yeah, but everyone's talking about the other issues. No one's talking about the fact that the Pokemon Company just reused all, like, 90% of the arts from the game. I mean, it's less than that, but it's a lot. And people are like, oh, no, that's fine. Gordoroth, thank you for the sub gifting. Giovanni, the OG, welcome in, even though you're probably not here. But remember what I always say. Toes before hose? I don't know. No, if you're gifting a sub, please gift it. Aw, crap. If you're gifting a sub, please manually choose the person. All right, well, let's go for the Team Rocket's Mimikyu. All right, so Earthen Vessel, get rid of that. Go get 2 energy, 1, 2. Manually attach to the Mimikyu. Yeah, what are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? I'm going to hit your Cornerstone Master Ogerpon. And Linty, do I get ZA after finishing Zelda? I mean, that's up to you. You should probably get Legends Arceus if you haven't played that one yet. But Vertrams, oh, there's a lot of issues in Pocket. But yeah, I talked about some of them. Like, I skimmed over some of the issues because, again, people, oh, this is the stupid Kangaskhan deck again that we can't beat with this deck. It's like the one deck we can't beat. Oh, man. Yeah, like I talked about them. You know, I'm someone who doesn't play competitively in TCG Pocket because I don't really like it. You know, it's too enjoyable. You know, we hate enjoyable things here. All right, so I have to attach to the Noctu and then hit into the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. They're going to obviously retreat it and set up KOs with Funky Dory, which is really bad. Ooh, okay, that's actually good. And then we just get the air balloon. Okay, good. Draw of 8, love that. Well, they did just add the share feature. So you can just, Vanilla Scoop, who's a friend of the stream, the old Vanilla Scooper, friend of the stream, it shares me cards all the time from my want list. Wonder where they got the idea for that. I wonder where they got the idea for a list you can create of cards you have for want. I wonder where they got the idea for that. I wonder where they got the idea for this wooden playboard. Wonder where they got the idea for that. Could it perhaps be a wolf in sheep's clothing that pointed them towards that? All right, so they're gonna Claw of Darkness. How long does it take to get your start? Oh, the beginning is a slog. They're gonna get rid of Prime Catcher. The beginning is rough. Beginning is like every Pokemon game. It is rough. I do not recommend sitting back and relaxing during the start. It takes a long time. Okay, so if we can just get rid of the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, we're still going to lose for sure. Okay. So let's go get this guy. And then I think I just want to get the energy just so I can clairvoyant sense, because this will give us a better sense of what we want to do this turn. It'll give us a better, ooh, hello. All right, we're getting that dude out of there. I have to, unfortunately, put the Pheasantipity into play. But yeah, I really don't know how we win this game. It's just going to kind of be a hope and wish and want and wait situation here. Because I can't really put 4 damage counters on the dude. And yeah, we just kind of got to put you into play. Just to draw. But this is just such a terrible matchup for us. Okay, we got the Pearl. Again, they're just going to do the thing. We didn't get any energy, but that's why you got Wondrous Patch. All right, so retreat. We're going to set up for a Mew KO next turn. But eventually I'm going to have to knock out that Absol, right? Because they got rid of my stupid Prime Catcher. If they hadn't gotten rid of the Prime Catcher, we'd be totally fine right now. Because then I could just gust the Latias and then, you know, gust the monkeys. And unfortunately, Latias does 200 damage, so if I was to copy that, that's really bad. And my Lillies Clefairy are not currently knocking out the Latias. Yeah, that's fine. Because they have to Claw of Darkness, and they're just going to be like, okay, well, I'm just not going to do anything with your Mimikyu. Because your Mimikyu does not matter. I would imagine they're going to get rid of either Iono or Wondrous Patch. See, it's going to be either Iono or Wondrous Patch. There's nothing else to get rid of that would make sense. Yeah, okay, there we go. So yes, unfortunately, the Moo or the Mimikyu is not helpful in this situation, but we can maybe use the Mew to take a knockout. All right, or not take a knockout, but like do something. Okay, so we want to go that guy into play. Wondrous Patch to you. We need to go get rid of the Cleffa. 1, 2. I have to Claw of Darkness. And then maybe we can, you know, make something happen. We can shake and bake here. As much as I want to not do that, we currently don't have a KO on the Latias. If we had a knockout on the Latias, I would go for it, but we're 10 short. All right, and then I'm just going to Claw of Darkness them. Hope that we don't get screwed over here. Come on, buddy. I believe in you. I've never believed in anyone more than I've believed in you, MewEX. Well, that seems like a decent card to get rid of. And Dr. Arceus, the cards in the 100 starter decks in Japan are from the J block, so those will be out at the end of March. Again, I'll have a video out on Sunday explaining everything and talking about my thoughts on it. But Poképad is by far the best new card. Easy. It's not even close. Poképad is going to be the best new card. Mega Electros EX is horrible. I'm sad that they're printing it. Yeah, well, this was obviously their plan. And I know that getting rid of the penny meant they would be able to retreat in Kangaskhan. Poképad, just go get anything without a rule box. Okay, we're in a decent position. Okay, I have to bosses. And Seto, welcome. Aw, crap. Alakazam, Dragapult, Slowking, all these decks get helped out by Poképad. And just like any deck, because we're still going to have Buddy Puff and we're still going to have Ultra Ball. Poképad goes and gets any Pokemon without a rule box and puts it into your hand. But we're losing Nest Ball, which is bad. But we're gaining a Seto sub, and that's good. And I'm about to hopefully wipe their butt. Oh my god. No, it's not a reprint. It's just a new art. So all the cards in the January set will not be reprints. They will be reissues. So that's what it's going to be. They're not going to be reprints. They're just going to be reissues of cards. So the legality won't reset. It's the same thing they do with every January set. It's like, hey, we're going to give you old cards, but just selling them to you again. And Seto, that's okay. We forgive you. We don't forgive whoever just conceded against us and didn't want to be in the YouTube video because they realized that I was going to beat them off. But Seto, how are you doing? Oh, I thought you are not a Riftbound main. You are now a Riftbound main. Okay. If it doesn't have a digital client, I can't play it because that would force me to interact with other humans. We don't do that here. Okay, we don't. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Well, I mean, I do that. Another horrible matchup for us. Who could have suspected such a thing? Yeah, I heard they have higher quality love dolls in Japan, so I can't blame you for that. The love dolls in Japan are just a million times better. And Zach, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Yeah, love dolls and love hotels are super cheap, and they don't ask questions, which is great. So you can take that love doll into a love hotel, and no one minds. Wait, why is the... Oh, okay, yeah, I never thought about that, oh yeah, and Reshiram gets a weakness. You got the dust balls. That's a dust ball, right? 20-month sub, a year and a half. You're balls deep in my channel. Luxury ball? I have no idea. And Ruckman, the hype train has begun. Seto, what's after repeat ball? I have no idea. I haven't been streaming long enough, I don't think, to really get deep into it. Okay, this is not a game we can win, but what if we did? That's what you don't expect. Dust balls are green. That makes sense. Okay, so we're going to go and get a Clefairy. I'm going to put the Mystery Garden down. Okay, so we attached there. We go Mystery Garden to draw 2. That is not what I needed right now. No, this is not the Donk deck. This is a Trust Your Pilot original. Okay, we got what we needed. This is great. We're knocking out the Zorua. The Hawk Zorua. Of course, we have a stupid Psyduck. You're 27 years. You've been here for 27 years because you're a real one. I mean, I guess the only good thing in this situation is that Lillies Clefairy is weak to metal and not dark. So that's kind of cool, but I'm going to hit into a Zoroark and then not do enough to win. Right, because I'll do... Wait, so is the strat in this matchup to not fill up my bench? And Rockman, yes, just give me 1 second. How do I set that up? Hang on, I think I have the link saved. So yes, I can set up a discount, 35% off. Let's do it for the next 5 hours. Start a discount. Yes, start. All right. Who the hell is playing Tool Scrapper in this day and age? Literally no one is playing Tool Scrapper. And if you refresh your page, you might see the discount on gifted subs. I'm not quite sure how it works. Literally no one in the history of the universe has ever used a Tool Scrapper before. Yeah, it's like they didn't want me giving a Clefairy a pearl necklace. Seto knows what I'm talking about, don't you, Seto? All right, well, I was going to knock out the Zorua, but if you're just going to give me your Monkey Dory, I'll take that all day. All right, so unfortunately, we are not going to win. But we are getting Rockman. So, yeah, let's just... I can't think right now because Rockman just gave me a bunch of money for not doing anything. And that's my favorite way of getting money in this world, is when people pay you to do nothing. So, Rockman, welcome Zomont, Choco Milk, Gat and Mazarazo, Johnny was taken, and Complacency. Thank you, Rockman. We got a level 3 hype train. We're going to lose this game, but, you know, what if we didn't? Oh, they're just handing it to me right now. If you put that Pecharunt down, that's just an easy... Why are they letting me win this game? Why are you letting me win? You're supposed to try to win this game. Like, we lost our Lillies Pearl, so we would have easily won. If we don't lose those 2 Lillies Pearl, this isn't even a close game whatsoever. But because they put down the Pecharunt, we doubly win the game now because I can knock that out. I can't one-shot a Zoroark. That's why I have the Frostlass build of the deck, is because, you know, you need to soften up some dudes. You know, it's like Seto after he's given his Love Doll a Pearl Necklace. You get softened up after that. But, like, you can see my strategy with Clefairy, right? You load up the deck with Psychic types. You either heal with Moonlit Hill, or you Mystery Garden and Energy, and then you Wondrous Patch attached to Clefairy. And when you're around me, Seto, I'm always ready to go. Are we back in... remember back in, what, March and April, I said that Zoroark EX is a terrible deck because it fails to do the most basic things. And then, you know, Piper goes and does things with it. But, like, one Zoroark deck out of 5,000 doing something is not a good ratio to me. You know, it just goes to show that pro-level players can take a bad deck and make it good. You know, that doesn't mean Zoroark is good. It means that a pro-level player who tests all the matchups and knows how to win the matchups can make a bad deck good. It doesn't mean a bad deck becomes good. There's a difference. Okay, we're going to Boss's Hors d'oeuvres, the Peturunt. I think the Fez goes down. We're going to Wondrous Patch the Clefairy. I mean, maybe I shouldn't use the Night Stretcher in this situation, but I believe in the heart of the cards. And they can't actually knock out my Lillies Clefairy even if they get a Monkey Dory. Ooh, that's not good. Ooh, that's really bad. And Seto, thank you for coming. I always like it when you come, especially when you give me money after doing so. Enjoy Riftbound, the lesser Runeterra card game. And Walking Plane, you're saying Alakazam doesn't see tournament play? Just you wait. When Battle Cage comes out and Wondrous Patch is more, you know, universally adopted, unlike my son, who I wish I didn't adopt, then you're going to see Alakazam more. Because Battle Cage is literally the missing piece from it. Because Battle Cage stops Dusclops, Dusknoir, stops Dragapult, it stops Monkey Dory. That has been the issue. Like, obviously, they're just going to bump it, but, you know, as long as no one's playing Xerosic, you're fine. Now, how do I win this game without losing? Because I'm going to hit into the Zoroark. I mean, what's the strat? Hopefully they bench somebody who's not good, right? If they can bench like a Zorua or something, we might be okay. But the Turo is worrying me because our win con is going to have to be two-shotting things, or I just knock out the Reshiram and then they don't have a backup attacker. Okay, another questionable decision, but it's actually not the worst idea if they can get Monkey Dory set up. And Vertram, it's because of Piper. Piper took it very far. Okay, let's go. I would attack with Psyduck for the fun of it, but that's not what we can do. All right, so I think we just bosses the Reshiram, and now they can't attack. And then I'm just going to win based on the fact that they suck, right? I win just because they suck? You know, imagine beating a deck because it can't attack. Like, who's like, oh man, I'm going to play Zoroark. Okay, what attacks does Zoroark have? None. That's the beauty of Zoroark, is that it doesn't have an attack. Wait, you play a deck that doesn't have an attack? Yeah, and I win sometimes. But you're about to lose to a Clefairy deck that has a terrible matchup against you. Yeah, but we didn't take a single prize until like 6 minutes in. And Walking Plane, don't you worry. Oh, that's hilarious. Don't you worry, Walking Plane. I have an Area Zero build. I'm just testing out all the builds, right? I have a Moonlit Hill build. I have this Mystery Garden build. I have an Area Zero build. I have the Frostlass build that has the Moonlit Hill. I have all the builds. And it was never going to be a problem because I have Fez and Seabity. Now, here's where things get a little sketchy, is I have to find the Prime Catcher. But if I find the Prime Catcher... Ace work? I would love to see some Cerule Edge today. Give me all the Cerule Edge. I have a Prime Catcher. So Prime Catcher is how we win. And there's an Ina. Well, we're not using that. Okay, so let's go get... I mean, I guess Cleffa is our break in case of emergency card. Yeah, I guess we put the Cleffa down because that's also a Prime Catcher target. And I think worst case scenario is I don't attack. Right? That seems like the correct call, is I just don't attack in this situation. Okay, I would like playable cards though. That'd be pretty sick. Okay, let's attach to the Clefairy. Really thought I was gonna get it there. Okay, let's pretend like we're Nickelback and just burn it to the ground tonight. So again, we don't want to attack in this situation. Attacking is bad. And then we play with our balls, get rid of Xatu, and I mean, I guess I don't, well, I mean, we don't need Countercatcher. For sure, we don't need Countercatcher. When we have one prize left, we don't need Countercatcher. Watch this be 2 supporters. Okay, those are actually good cards. Why would this be a good matchup against the Rule Edge? Because I can... okay, well, maybe it wouldn't be the best matchup against the Rule Edge. That's fine. Go for the Fez. You can't Iono me. You want me to genome hacking the Zoroark? All right, so we're just going to night stretch. There's no way we lose this game. The fact that they have to rely on somebody on the bench to copy... but it's because I can give up one prize. You know, we're just going to be trading back and forth, and then I'll just win because I'm goated like that. Okay, so we go get the Fez. That's more card draw. Thin everything out. Get rid of you. Get whoever, doesn't matter. And then if we somehow, after how many cards are we going to see this turn? We're going to see potentially 13 cards. Potentially 13. Oh my god, we're actually not going to get it. This is going to be insane. Okay, I think I go Super Rod, 1 energy in there, because I'm not sure what we got. But we're going to see literally a bajillion cards this turn, and we're going to lose because I couldn't... We're still going to see 5 more cards. Okay, we can still maybe win if we get a Pearl. But again, this is PDCGL. You have to expect this. I go out of my way to make sure stuff like this doesn't happen, but this is still what happens all the time. Oh my, literally the last card. Again, you go out of your way to idiot-proof PDCGL, and then it still waits until, oh no, 4th card left in deck. That's the one card you need to win. There we go. Well, yeah, it was literally the last card that we drew, but again, this is PDCGL. I talk about this all the time. Why do I build my decks the way that I do? Why do I make the plays that I do that seem stupid and just completely nonsensical? It's because I also have to deal with PDCGL. It's not just my opponent beating me off, it's also the PDCGL dev. And yeah, I don't know why they are so vehemently against doing erratas for cards in TCG Pocket. It's just such a weird, like, Hilda to die on, right? It's just such a weird thing to be like, oh, we're not gonna do erratas for cards. Once we print a card, we're not gonna change it. Okay, but don't you want the meta to be like normalized? Like Marvel Snap goes, lots of cards games go over the top. I will admit that like Marvel Snap will make crazy changes regularly to cards to make them playable. When it's like, no, you should make slight changes, but it's just make some change. Like the only changes they've made to cards in TCG Pocket are when they plagiarized art or used someone else's art or whatever. That's the one time. And then we had art coming soon, the hyper rare. Yeah, Marvel Snap's a little much. I think I'm going to give up on Marvel Snap now. I played it for a month. I spent like 25 bucks. It's just, you have to spend so much time and money to stay up to date. And the only things I want to date are your okay, let's go Clefairy. That goes there. Lillies Pearl. I mean, I can't Ultra Ball this hand, right? I think we just go end turn. They're playing a Monkey Dory deck. Maybe it's Dragapult or something. That's a very long plane ride, Gordroth. And also, what makes you think I would do that? They would never hire me in the first part. First part, they would never hire me. Ah, see? That is why I didn't play with my balls, is because I sensed that INO was near. I had a tingling in my balls that they were gonna... Oh, that's actually great. We still don't know what we're... Oh my god, are we seriously facing this again? Wait, what? I mean, this still... Wait. Those are things we can knock out. Okay, hang on. Things just got a little weird. I don't think I can put the Mimikyu down. Oh god, what do we do? Oh no, I guess we do put the Mimikyu down, but we're gonna put the Teriyaki Ghost down first. We're gonna do that and that. We're gonna research. And we're not gonna get any single card that we could possibly want to have in this situation. Just how I drew it up. Okay, well, we're gonna have to Night Stretcher for an energy to knock out a Munkidori. Less than ideal. But we'll take it. So this is the Area 0 build, which means that things like Latias and Pecharunt are in our range. You know, it's, call me an appliance salesman because these are in range. I don't know. Because it's like a stove is a range, and I was trying to pretend like I'm from the 50s, even though I was born in 1969. Spanking a monkey is never bad. Yeah, the reason that I think I'm just gonna... I knew it. I knew it was the stupid Absol deck. It always is. No YouTuber voice. We're going back to my real voice, everybody. We're going back to the real voice, mate. Because this is not going to be a YouTube game, mate. Wait, actually, if I'm playing the Area 0 build, we actually do have a chancey of winning. I just obviously have to pick off their Munkidori and we'll be fine. But yeah, so Marvel Snap, I bought the, you know, the 1 month season pass. I bought the gold pass. And I don't like it. I had fun with Marvel Snap, but they release a new card every week and you have to spend like real money. It's like $10 a card and they release a card every week and it's just way too much. Okay, this is interesting. I guess I start attaching to the Pteropodos? Oh yeah, that flute's real helpful. Oh man, what would I do without that flute? Okay, so let's go air balloon on you. Now the question becomes, do I knock out the monkey or do I set up a knockout on this guy? The problem, I have to do this. I don't want to do this. I know that they can really screw me over here. I really thought we were going to get a playable card. If I'm being completely honest with you, I thought we were going to get a playable card there. PDCGL had other ideas. So let's go Ronda Rousey. So the reason I didn't go for the Munkidori is because I thought we were going to get Area 0. And also the reason I didn't go for the Munkidori is because they essentially have to get their Turo this turn, or their Penny this turn, or whatever it is. If they don't get their Turo or their Penny, and if they don't have another Munkidori and they can't attach to the Munkidori, we should be fine. But obviously, if they get the Penny and then they put another Munkidori down... Oh no, but they don't have it. Okay, so we're fine. What they would have to do is they would have to bring up like a Pecharunt and keep the damaged Kangaskhan. So I think no matter what they do, we're knocking out the Kangaskhan next turn. God, this matchup sucks. And it's all that anyone is playing. Let this be a lesson. Once you get underneath the 1500s in Master League, every other game is Absol Kangaskhan. And if you're wondering, Toilet, how'd you get down that low? I thought you're the #1 PDCGL player 2022. Well, I am the #1 PDCGL player 2022, but I tried to make Mega Gengar work. And what happens when you try to make Mega Gengar work is that you slip underneath the 1400s. Okay. Oh, they don't... Wait, what? Wait. Are they gonna go for a Pecha run? In... What? That's an interesting... Because Huh. Okay, there's the Penny. I really wish we'd got that bosses back. But now they're going to have 2 heavily damaged Pokemon, right? So that's decent for us. All right, well, let's accelerate to the Mew. Of course, we don't get what we need. Okay, so Lillies for 6 again. There's the... Why do we keep getting the flute? Can we please stop getting the flute? All right, I think we still just hit into the Latias. Where's all our... Why am I getting the flute every time, but not the Area 0? We must have prized like 2 Area 0 or something. Because that's a little nuts that we haven't gotten them. All right, yeah, so if you're wondering why they go into the Kangaskhan, it's because they have the Pecharunt, so they can still use Pecharunt's ability to go into Absol, and they'll be fine. And... yeah, they're going to Adrena Brain. I guess they're going to period all over me. And I will make a Did they just... Okay, I was like, did you just do what I think... Okay, we are kind of in trouble now because they're going to get rid of our bosses, and that's bad. Oh. Okay, I thought they were going to go... Why wouldn't you just... I think you go for Claw of Darkness in that situation, even though it gets you 1 less prize, but it takes a card out of my hand. I don't know. I don't know if that's right. All right, well, guess I'm just gonna take 3 prizes. Thank you. Okay, I guess I'll just take 3 prizes. Thank you. Yep, not complaining about that. Not quite sure why you didn't do anything else. All right, can we please get, Nope. We're never gonna find Area 0, are we? Wait, do I not have it? Oh, we're short of a KO. I just misclicked. That's what I'm going with. I just misclicked. So we don't have the knockout. I should have attacked with the Clefairy, but I was too busy mauling over the fact that we don't... What the hell? Where the hell are the Area 0s? I thought we'd get the Area 0. That's why I was like, okay, we're going to show that Terrapodos is actually good. And then we don't get the Area 0? Okay, so yeah, I lose. That's my bad. We'll live to fight another day. Well, actually, we won't, because we're going to lose this one. Okay, so that was my bad. See, they did 0 damage. How did we lose that game? They did 0 damage. Okay, so how many Area 0? There must only be 2 then, right? I have 3 Area 0 in this thing? There's literally 3 Area 0 in the deck. We didn't see a single one. How? How is that even the case? Okay, so we'll add an energy. Yeah, we're getting rid of a flute. I have 3 Area 0. I drew... How many cards did I see that game? And we didn't see a single one. But let me thank everyone again. So never gonna let me down. Thank you for getting the Circle Jerk started by gifting a sub to Chipper, Gorderoth, giving out a community sub. Remember, if you're only gifting 1 sub, please click on a person's name here who isn't subbed and give them a sub, because most of the time, the people who get subs aren't here, and it's kind of sad. And then Seto, thank you for being awesome. Zach Williams, hopefully you're married to Haley Williams of Paramore. And then Rockman, as always, thank you. And if anybody else wants to give 5 subs, they're at a 35% discount right now. So if you're like, hey, I want to give 5 random people who are never here subs. Oh, this is an easy win. If I lose this game, I'm not going to stream until Phantasmal Flames on Thursday. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We have an unplayable hand. That's totally fine. Unplayable hands are great. Everyone loves unplayable hands. As long as the feet are playable, doesn't matter if the hands are unplayable. I think one of my main issues with ZA, oh crap, is the fact that there's no new Pokemon, right? It's new Mega Evolutions, but I've never been a fan of Mega Evolution because, like, the moves don't change. Right? Like, yes, the look of the Pokemon, the typing might change as well, the stats get boosted, but the moves are the same. Right? I feel like Mega Evolution should, like, combine with Dynamaxing and give us, like, an exclusive Mega move or something. Because it's such a feels bad, isn't it? To be like, oh, I just got nothing. You look slightly different and your stats are slightly gooder, but you still have, like, Slash and Tackle and Growl. Grrr. There's 6 supporters down. Yeah. Well, notice how they've had 6 supporters and I have 0. I wish I had 6 supporters. Well, to be fair, I'm at, like, what, 179 subs? So I got way more than 6 supporters if you think about it that way. Get it? Because, like, supporters are, like, supporters. Okay, so it needs to have energy to, and they just use Pal Pack. They're just doing all of the things. But it's been 3,000 years, Vertrums. It's been what do you mean AZ is a disappointment? He's an old man now. All right, I don't think they realize that the Moltres needs an energy to have a retreat cost unless they're about to attach to it. But didn't they attach to the, yeah, they manually attached to the dude. Well, this sucks. I mean, do I prime catcher or do I just say you're not going to get it like that? I say you're not going to get it like that, bro. They have no good attackers on their side of the field. Literally no one on their side of the field can knock out my Clefairy. Right? Because this guy does 160. This guy just moves energy. This guy can only copy Ronda Rousey, which isn't going to help out very much. Yeah, you can put 100 energy into play. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're knocking out my Xatu, which is unfortunate. But I should be able to survive one more turn. Right? Because unless they have unless they're hiding a maximum belt in a deck that plays legacy energy. All right, PDCGL. Just do the smallest thing and give me a supporter. That's not the thing you should have given me. Okay, so let's attach to you. I think I have to put the Mimikyu down. I think I have to Night Stretcher for the Natu. And, I mean, I am doing 160, so I guess we just take the KO, right? I mean, what do you do when PDCGL's screwing you over? Well, you take a knockout of a Swakabilly and then lose your Clefairy next turn because things are about to get rough. Like a rock. But if we just get a supporter... Uh-oh. Yeah, see, it's a Spotlight. Or no, it's a Teardrop. It's not a Spotlight. No, it's a Teardrop. That is 100% a Teardrop. It's like what falls down my face when I go to the store and I see a sock section. It's a Teardrop. We can still win this one, just not... No, I meant Teardrop. It was a slip of the tongue in your... between the cracks of your toes. Okay, it happens sometimes. No backsies. So if they get a good attacker and fill the hole with a good attacker, we're screwed. Nope, no one do it. If you do it, you're banned. But, like, again, I put 11 supporters. I was doing the math earlier, and my math is always impeccable. Is you see 8 cards on your first turn of the game, right? You see 8 cards. So if you theoretically put 7 draw supporters in your deck, you should always have 1, mathematically speaking. Because 8 times 7 is 72, and you have a 60 card deck. So mathematically speaking, if you put 7 draw supporters, you should always have 1 in your hand. I put 12, That's the joke. I put 12, and this is what happens. 43 cards left in deck, take 2 prizes. I have a Fezandipity, I have a Mew, I have Xatu for, I have all this card draw, I have all these supporters, and just nothing. I hope they're not thinking about attacking with Mew, because I can very easily knock that out if I get literally one Pokemon. Literally a single bench Pokemon. So, of course, we won't get it. Oh, baby. See, I told you, this deck is cursed. All right. I guess I get the Fez because that'll help me out in the long run. Oh, you see, turns out I'm really good at this game. I haven't even played a supporter yet, and I've taken 4 prizes. They must hate that. I haven't even played in it. This is the Area 0 build, and I haven't done anything with Area 0. Imagine losing to an Area 0 deck that never put Area 0 down and never played a supporter. The Chef Crawfish, you're the one who's cooked. Hey, never gonna let me down. That doesn't narrow it down, okay? The majority of Pokemon players can't read. If they could read, they'd be very offended right now. So Ethan's Macargo, I remember when I hyped this card up as like an unstoppable force, and then it didn't really do much. I think we might be able to revisit this because remember, we're going into a mega format. We're going to be Ethan's Macargo is an I block card. The entire J block is going to be megas. No, it's a Ho-Oh Armarouge deck with a little extra spice. Nothing weird about it. Just, they went with Moltres and Macargo when they, should have had like Iron Hands and stuff. I guess they went for a pure fire build, which I don't hate. It's just, yeah, I mean, this guy can deal 350 damage, and a lot of megas are in range, so you give up 1 prize to take 3. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, Ho-Oh Firebox rather than Ho-Oh Armarouge is what I call it. Are they about to whip their deck out? Press 1 if you think they're about to whip their deck out. Well, obviously you think that, Gorgoroth. All right. Press 2 if you think we're about to get a supporter off this Fezandipity. Even if they target my Fez, we're fine. Oh my, I haven't even noticed that there's a 6-minute timer difference either. There's a 6-minute timer difference, which is insane. And I've taken 4 prizes, they've taken 1. I mean, I know they're about to take 2 more. There's no way you're hitting the bench. What? Oh, it has to be a bench Pokemon. Okay. I thought this was like, it does 120 to anybody. No, it has to hit the bench. So that's really bad for them. Okay. Will we get a supporter? $1 million question. That would be a no. This is insane, by the way. Just want to point that out. This is literally and figuratively insane that we just don't got it like that. I guess I put that there. I think I have to Night Stretcher the Natu back. Because, like, what else can I do? And yeah, I just want to get rid of cards at this point, too. So let's go Ronda Rousey. We're going to go down to 1 prize. We're going to lose this game because I never find a supporter. Vertrams, you stick around. You'll see it every single stream. Oh, my God. Okay, as long as they don't go for my Fez, we'll be fine. Because we'll be fine either way. Because they can knock out my Fez with the Reshiram, and that'll be bad. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine. As long as they don't notice that there's a Fezandipity on my bench. And also if they don't notice they're about to deck out. Yeah, the dev, you know, they are crazy busy. I don't know why they scheduled the maintenance for Tuesday. Like, I know Tuesday is maintenance day for PDCGL, but I think that's Memorial Day in the US and that's Remembrance Day in Canada. So it's like, why wouldn't you do it for Monday? Like, why wouldn't you change it up a little bit? And I won't be streaming on Tuesday. Normally, I stream on patch launch days because it's like, oh, let's see what they screwed up this time. But it's such a nothing patch. It's like, yeah, they're going to add a new board for the megas and they're going to fix the dumbest issues with the game, which are your active Pokemon might just disappear. You might just Veterans Day. Okay, there we go. Yeah, in Canada, it's Remembrance Day. Well, the Fez is surviving. That's the one good piece of news. That does not matter whatsoever. Wait, who are you bringing? Why would you? How does? What? TQ, no, they don't know how to fix the card selection glitch, so that'll never be fixed. You know, I think it was really funny. At the very end of the developer letter, or the letter to the community, after announcing that nothing's changing, we couldn't be more excited to have you all with us as we continue to improve the Pokemon TCG Live experience. Improve is a big word, then maybe not. Oh my god. Hey, we got a supporter. Oh my god. Everybody, it's time to crap your pants. We got a supporter. Okay, so we go Lillies Clefairy and Lillies Pearl. I think Natu goes down. Let's Wondrous Patch to you, because we can still actually take the knockout this turn, I think. Yeah, let's do all these guys. But I believe it's possible to take the knockout unless I'm an idiot. I am not an idiot. I'm a goat. We might be one Pokemon short, though. Yep. Literally one Pokemon short. I was doing the math in my head real quick. I'm like, yep, I think we're one short. I think we need a full bench of 8. God, even when PDCGL finally gives me a supporter, they still know how to clap my cheeks, but they don't. They can't really do much, right? Like, what's their strategy? If they manage to knock out Fez and Dippity, I still have my Clefairy that can knock out basically anybody. What do you mean this is a bad deck? I'm winning. You don't understand how bad things were with Gengar. Okay, I dropped like 100 rank points playing Gengar, and I've gained like 70 rank points playing Clefairy. You tell me what the bad deck is. And also, I've played one supporter this game, and look how much I'm winning by. Okay, yeah, I feel like this was too long of a game. So ho Armor Rouge. I don't think the YouTube audience will stomach this. Way too long of a game. You know, the YouTube audience, they demand so much more. And then, yeah, we literally just win if we get a Wondrous Patch or a Xatu Energy, or if somebody DMs me feet pics on Discord. Any of those things happen, we win. Well, we got the Xatu. We didn't get anything else. All right, so we can go Nest Ball from UEX, and then we just get rid of the hand, because we're going to get an Energy or a Wondrous Patch off of the top 6 cards of our deck. Guaranteed. If this was an actual situation we were in, 100% you go for Terapagos over Clefairy in that situation, but I believe in the... Are you freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Thank you. My God. Dude, why do you put us in so much suspense, PDCGL? How many feet pics do you have to send me to gift a sub? At least 6, I think. I think that's the going rate. But I can end my turn. I can still end my turn after the game is over. Because again, PDCGL, super well-made game. They always prioritize bug fixing and improving the experience. Okay, let's try the Area Zero build one more time. How about 6 picks with 6 feet in them? Okay, so it's another fire deck randomly. I would assume this is Charizard. Yeah, I was looking because remember the 3 cards that you can build decks around. What the hell? From the Phantasmal Flames mid format are Mega Gengar. What the crap? It's Zarina with a whole bunch of random stuff. Is Mega Gengar, Toxtricity, and Wondrous Patch. Wondrous Patch has been the most universally good card. Is this Cinderace? I think this might be Cinderace. Because that would explain all the random stuff. So I'm pretty sure this is Cinderace. Oh. I have no idea what the hell this thing is. Because why would you, if you're playing like Meganium, Ogerpon, Zarina, which I did face during my testing with Gengar, and it went horribly. Wait, what? I'm just getting more and more confused every second. So it's Raging Bolt. Wait, it's Raging Bolt with Zarina? How does that make any sense? Okay, well, I think we win, right? As long as I don't suck. As long as I don't suck, I think we win. So let's just go I-N-O. I'm going to retreat into the Mimikyu. Hopefully sacrifice it to Arceus. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's fine. That's fine. There's no way they get what they need to knock out everybody, right? We're gonna load up. I'm gonna blow my load up, and we're just gonna go end turn. There's no way we lose this game. I don't know how they could fit a Zarina into this deck. What is the point of Zarina with Raging Bull? I'm trying to find the connection here. Because, like, other than the fact that Zarina attacks for grass energy and puts your opponent with 30 or less HP, what exactly is the combo? Like, because you don't need a grass, like, or I guess because it's a water attacker? What the hell? Okay, okay. I'm scared. I'm officially terrified right now. Apparently the Mimikyu is actually going to be goated now, but this is... I am so scared. I forgot about the fact that they have a ton of Terras, and I was like, I'll just sacrifice the Mimikyu. I am scared right now. I am so scared. Please, somebody help me. I am so frightened. Well, there's an Area Zero Underpants. They're gonna succumb. I'm gonna make them succumb to the bad thoughts. So we have a research. Yeah, I think I have to go for Naughty Natu. And oh yeah, let's just add some Pokemon to your bench. This card is the worst card ever freaking printed. That is the worst card ever printed. You should feel ashamed of yourself. Why didn't I get the Mew? I don't know either. Okay, we're just gonna go Full Moon Rondo and see what happens. I mean, losing a bosses doesn't really matter. You know, it's the fact that I haven't found any Lillies Pearl. Okay. So remember, they can't take a knockout with the Zard. That is very important right now. The Zard does not take a knockout. They would need to attach a fighting energy to the Raging Butt. But I am... Like, I was struggling to figure out why the Zarina was in here, but they have a Charizard in here. What they could have done is they could have attached... Oh, they got the fighting. Okay, well, that's fine, because I just knocked out the Raging Butt now. We just need to find a Lillies Pearl, and we'll be A-okay. Alternatively, I could just knock out the Teal Mask Ogerpon but that would require me to get an energy off of the Fez. I think we just take the guarantee. Because again, this is PDCGL. PDCGL goes out of its way to screw me over. Yes, I lose a bosses, but that'll be fine. And then we top deck the freaking energy because, of course, we freaking top deck the freaking energy. Oh my god. Come on, PDCGL. Come on. Okay, so we'll go there. We'll go Wondrous Patch there. I don't care that we're losing bosses. That's pretty good. Can I get a Lillies Pearl? Hey, we got one, finally. And then we'll put the Pteropodon down. We got the Buddy Puffin for nothing. Oh, we got a Psyduck? I don't think we want the Psyduck. Yeah, we don't want the Side-Eye duck. Okay. Retreat into Lillies. We don't want to use the picnic basket. Obviously, they can knock out Pteropodon, but if they have one bad turn, that's all it takes for me to win this game is one bad turn from my opponent. And I can also suck all the butts? Can I do that? Like, they have to get, if they get down to one prize card. So if they knock out my Lillies Clefairy, we literally just win the game based on math. Because remember, Charizard does 330 damage when your opponent has one prize card. I don't know what this deck is. To Trolley, please, jump into the chat. Please tell me what you were thinking. Why did you just attach a fighting energy to a bound suite? I'm so confused right now. Please, what was, I don't even remember what the plan was. Bertram's, that's a swear word. You're not sub. Mods, ban them. Get them out of here. Okay, so we knock out the Teal Mask Ogerpon, and then we use Mimikyu to knock out the Zard. And then we got the Zard. That's exactly what I needed. And believe it or not, we don't put the Lillies Pearl on the Lillies Clefairy. Very strange, it may seem, to someone who's not gifted in the arts of being this goated, but that is actually the correct move. Okay, what the hell? Let's play with our balls a little bit. We'll get rid of Area 0 and Picnic Basket. Go get a Xatu. Okay, and then I Xatu to the Clefairy. Okay, let's do that, I guess. We'll put that there, and then we're gonna attach to that. Hopefully they don't notice that I just attached to that, because that's literally our win condition. And then I'll put this on the Mew and be like, oh no, I misclicked. Oh no, I just misclicked. How? That's so unfortunate. I'm gonna lose the game now because I missed. See, that's the thing you don't get. Because in real life, you can really sell it. In real life, you can really sell that, oh man, I just made a terrible mistake. Please don't capitalize on it. With PDCGL, you can use the emotes. It's called psychological warfare. I'm a genius at it. You know, just because you're playing online doesn't mean you can't psychological warfare your opponent. You know, just because you can't see them. You know, you can sense their aura. I'm like Ash with Lucario. I can sense your aura. And I taste, sense, oh, see? Easy dubs against to Trolley, please. If you watch the YouTube video, if you watch the stream, just please. If you think that's a spotlight, please just let us know. Because Trust Your Pilot just did math and destroyed you, but we have no idea. That was like the first time I've ever faced a dragon deck with Clefairy, and it didn't mean anything. And it didn't mean anything. It meant absolutely nothing. And Lena, you're taking credit? Well, yeah, okay. I knew that Team Rocket's Mimikyu was a thing. It's just during the last stream, I forgot it was a thing. And Josh, I would show you their deck list, but PDCGL doesn't allow you to do that. Hey, we're level 312. We get so rewarded. Oh, mine, it'll be in the YouTube video. I'll put like all 5 lists in there. Put all the lists in there. All right, let's go for the Azelf. Wait, no, we'll go for the UT. Yeah, the UT build. Because there will be a YouTube video based on this because I am that good. You know, I came into the stream not knowing what was going to happen, but we got a video. We salvaged a video from this. Elf on an Azelf, or Azelf on a shelf. I'm surprised Pokemon hasn't done something like that, right? Azelf on a shelf. That's $1 million idea. It's $1 billion idea even. Yeah, if only there was a game that allowed you to do that. How many basics do I have in this deck? Literally 1 million, and we mulligan every single time. So, yeah, TCG Pocket. So they raised the level cap from 50 to 60 in Pocket, but I hit level 50 like several months ago, and your XP that you earn doesn't carry over, so it makes you feel like you're a terrible person. Because it's like, now I have to gain the 10 levels I've technically already gained enough XP for, but I have to do it now that they raised the level cap because they didn't raise the level cap in the back. Oh God. Literally the dream matchup, except for the fact that we're about to lose our Natu. Okay, so the Natu is about to get knocked-toed out. Knocked-toed. So that's gonna suck. But wait, what build am I playing? I'm playing the Yuxi build, so this is more of a spread deck. So of course we're facing Lucario, which is just an easy win if you just punch him in the balls. I think if they don't get Air Balloon, Solrock, Energy, they're going to concede. I think that's a safe bet. If they don't get Air Balloon, Solrock, Energy, it's going to be a concede. Concede these nuts into your mouth. All right. They don't want to play with their PP, which is interesting. I would have chosen to play with my PP. Okay, did they get the Air Balloon? That is the question. Because what did they do? What was they Lillies for 8. They're fully set up on their bench. Okay, they got the Energy. You need Air Balloon because you can't use a Turo. Oh, there's no way. This is bootyful. Because they think they can win the prize trade just by knocking out one Clefairy. What the hell? Okay, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting them to waste their maximum belt on a Riolu. That was not on my bingo card. Definitely not on the bingo card for today. Yeah, we're just gonna do the thing. Okay, why the Poffin? Why the Poffin? Why the Poffin, mate? I mean, I guess we might need to buy ourselves a little bit of time here. So the UC does kind of make sense. Because I have Legacy Energy in the deck. We have like 2 Lillies Pearl. There's a Lillies Pearl. And then we just go... Yeah, Retreat. That goes there. Now, if they Iono me, what do? I think we go Air Balloon on the Natu. Because they're going to be like, what kind of a deck is this? And should I be worried? They're not going to be thinking like, oh, we gotta knock out that Natu with an Air Balloon. No, they're going to go for my Azelf, for my UC, or my Clefairy. That's a pretty good looking hand, but I'd prefer it if it was a foot. But Wondrous Patch is just such a nice card to have. Like, I think I was trying to show it, but I didn't have one in play. So patch cards are always good. There's never been a patch card that didn't see play. So, well, like Aqua Patch was like the least good one. Right, I remember when I started, Aqua Patch wasn't that great of a card because there weren't really any goated water Pokemon at the time. Like, there were some. Don't get me wrong, there were some, but it wasn't... Like, that was around the time of Zoroark GX, and it was like, everyone's just playing Zoroark GX. There weren't really that many good water Pokemon. It's like, oh, you want to attach to your Alolan Ninetales? Go for it. But Dark Patch was always good, especially with Roaring Moon. Metal Saucer was the reason why Zacian ADP was the most oppressive deck ever made. And then what did we got Dark Patch again. And now we have, oh my god. It took you this long to realize that you're weak to Psychic? So this one relies a little less heavily on Clefairy, but Clefairy's still a part of it. It's more like a Wondrous Patch Yuxi deck. Able Zuri. Boilet. Oh yeah, Flame Patch is going to be goated in TCG Pocket. Yeah, people were not happy. Everyone, I'd say half of the comments were just about how I don't think it's a big deal that they're reusing art. I think it's a huge deal that a game that's grossed over $1 billion can't spring for original art. You know, I get where people are coming from, that they don't mind it, but it's just like everyone else has talked about the issues with the game ad nauseum. I didn't need to add another shovel full of crap to the pile. I wanted to talk about something else that's been bothering me since literally day one. And it's just how it is, they reused so much art. It is so disappointing to me that they're just like, hey, we're a $1 billion franchise. Oh, well, no, they own it. Unless you're talking about the other issues, but yeah. Yeah, let's attach to you. Okay, so I think we win, right? If we don't start the Mimikyu, I think we win. But no, I made a point to say, like, it's their art, they own it. It's just like, really? You can't spring for a little bit? You can't go for a little bit? You know, it's like, I looked at, I think, a block of 30 cards, and 28 of them were reused art. It's just like, they have so much money, but they refuse to spend it. As long as I don't start Team Rocket's Mimikyu, we win this game. Oh, crap. And as long as we don't get item locked, I definitely win this game. Okay, so let's go. I mean, we're losing a Night Stretcher. Let's just go. We know we're not going to win this one. They're going to get everything they need. I'm going to get nothing that I need. It's going to go horribly. You know, they're going to get all the things. But that's not terrible. So remember, I'm hitting them for weakness, but not taking the knockout of the Bidoof seems all right. And I can bosses a Dracloak, which should be okay, right? I can bosses, maybe they'll overcommit to a Dracloak, like I overcommitted to my first wife when I married her without a prenup, and then she left me and she started playing the Digimon trading card game, and I couldn't stand by that. Of course. Of course, they just get the immediate jamming tower. Why wouldn't they get the immediate jamming tower bump? That would make too much sense if they didn't just immediately bump my stadium with the stadium that renders my deck just completely bad. And Raphael, if you sub to the channel, I see you got that Prime badge. You know, you help me out, I'll help you out. You're probably making a video about who's the best PDC GL player. Well, go and look back at the Trust Your Feet tournaments from 2022. Look who won the first two tournaments. This guy. Yeah, #1 player of 2022 in this game right here. Okay, if we just find our stadium, we will be fine, because they are out of jamming tower. So we're going to be totally fine, right? Everything will be great. We're going to win the game, and everyone's going to go home happy. But no, we've definitely lost, because we couldn't find the stupid Psyduck. We started the stupid Mimikyu. Could have started anyone else and would have been fine. Well, actually, it wouldn't have been, but then my rant wouldn't have as much merit. Okay, so in this situation, do I just bring up the Fez? Because if I... Or... Yeah, I think maybe if they evolve into a Dracloak, I bring up the other Dracloak. So the reason I would bring up the other Dracloak, the naked one, is because they can't just go for a Latias and retreat it, right? So that would be the ultimate strat, is I bring up the Dracloak, they can't Latias retreat it. The only way they'd be able to do anything, obviously, is if they get the Neo Upper. Based on the fact they got the stupid jamming tower, they're going to find the stupid Neo Upper just randomly off their 3 Dracloak, because that's what's going to happen. Because PDCGL is a butt face in disguise. You know, Transformers are robots in disguise. PDCGL is a butt face in disguise. Okay, so I think we stick with the plan. Remember what I always say. Keep your feet lotion. All right, so we go Boss's hors d'oeuvres on the Dracloak. Painful memories. But remember what I always say. Even if it's bad, always have a plan. Because then you know what to change and adjust. So even though this plan is bad, we can win, even though PDCGL has decided that it's allergic to supporters now and they got their stupid jamming tower. But they're in a situation where if they put a Dragapult into play, they have to take a knockout of my Clefairy this turn. So obviously they can wait a turn and do nothing. And that's probably ideal, to be completely honest. Just evolve into Dusclops, set up for the rest of the game, and then win. But if they can't do that, then we are goated in the sauce. If I can knock out the Dusclops somehow this turn, or the Duskull, then we 100% win. It's not even a question. We 100% win the game if that Duskull gets knocked out this turn. There's no way they go Air Balloon. Energy. Ah, crap. We lose. And Raphael, the deal still stands. You sub with Prime. Trust your pilot. I will leak all my secrets all over you. I will leak my secrets all over you, directly into your eyes. So they can knock out the Mimikyu. They could also counter catcher they could have an insane turn this turn, by the way. Because Dragapult always has it like that, and I, of course, have nothing like that. I think they're going to put 10 on Fez and 10 on Azelf, I guess, just to put it in Dragapult range. Oh, okay. Kind of weird. Right, because the Mimikyu is already in Dusclops range. I feel like you'd want to put the Azelf in Dragapult range. Like, I know it's whatever, but I think the Mimikyu was already in Dusclops range. And Jaw. And they got the Hilda. Well, that did not go according to plan, and they're taking a 5-minute turn, which is super fun. So they're going to go counter catcher the Fez. Of course, they get the stupid Neo Upper energy. But if they go for the Fez, we're fine. If they go for the Clefairy, we're fine. So they kind of have to choose the best of a bad situation. And what I can do is I can use the Mimikyu to copy the Dragapult. Oh no. Oh no, this is going to be they don't have the counter catcher. Okay, so they're going for a triple KO, which doesn't seem smart, right? They're going for the triple KO. They're going to knock out the Uxie, the Azelf, and the Mimikyu. Rookie Toes, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. So I guess they got the Neo Opera and the Dragapult, but they didn't get the counter catcher, so they're just going to go for a triple KO. I don't need much to win this game. I need very little to win this game. Like, it's painful how little I need to win this game. We just don't overcommit. Because they don't have a Duskull. They can't take a big K. Okay, so I think we're fine, right? We're totally fine. There's a goated legacy energy. I think we just keep 2 prizers on the board. You go there. We go play with our balls, as always. Well, that's not good. Because I don't think we're taking the knockout yet, are we? So we're doing 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Hang on. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. Okay, so we are taking the knockout. I don't need that. Let's go air balloon on you. Oh, this is tough. Do I play with my balls here? No, we can't play with our balls yet. Well, now we're in a really strange position. Now we're in a real rough position. Okay, so I think we go Ultra Ball away the Cleffa and the Ino. Get the Xatu, because again, we can't have a weak dude on the bench. That is a game-losing scenario if we have someone weak on the bench, because then they can just, you know, gust up the Mew or the Clefairy and then ping someone with 60 hit points. All right, Wondrous Patch the Clefairy. I think that's GG. And we just play with our balls. Go get nothing. Mew, if we can... Maybe. Ooh, I think that's good. I think that's really good. So then we get an energy in the discard pile. We don't get any energy with the Earthen Vessel, though. That's very, very important, is we get nothing with the Earthen Vessel. Because all we need to do to win the game is just attach an energy to the Clefairy and then get like 1 bench Pokemon. So we have game in hand. Assuming they evolve into a Dragapult, which is kind of what they need to do. And Jossie, I'm a real fart smeller. You don't believe me when I say it, but I'm a real fart smeller. Of course, Jamming Tower ruins everything. And this is why Dragapult's not stressing too much about Battle Cage, is because, oh, I just play Jamming Tower and you're never going to find your Battle Cages. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm playing 2 or 3 Mystery Garden in this deck and I can never find it, but you just rip your Jamming Tower. You just rip your jammies. Yeah, if you play with Jamming Tower, you're a baby, because babies wear pajamas. And Jammy Tower, I don't know. I'm just trying to insult people. I hate Dragapult players. Hey, if you play with your deck, make sure it's sleeved up, okay? So I don't think there's anything they can do to make me lose this game now. Because they weren't able to set up another Dusknoir, there's no shot we lose. 0% chance we lose this game. Guaranteed. If I lose this game, I will gift everyone who's not subbed a sub. Okay, I thought something crazy was going to happen there. Because, obviously I'm bluffing because I don't have any money. Because I spend it all on foot lotion and feet pics of Seto. Seto's feet pics are not cheap. Okay, so we have game. They could do nothing. You take 0. Oh, you're going to take 1 prize. Okay. And then we just win. It's that simple. How do you beat Dragapult? You just do. You just be good. How do you beat Dragapult? Be awesome. That seems like a winning strategy. It works for me. If it doesn't work for you, that sounds like a skill issue. And don't look at the fact that this is a, Azelf UC deck. We're pretending like UC made a difference, but I was gonna save the Clefairy deck for the release of Battle Cage on Phantasmal Flames on Thursday, because it makes Clefairy better. Like, I know you'd lose Mystery Garden, you'd lose Moonlit Hill, you'd lose Area Zero. But one of the big weaknesses of this deck is that your bench isn't protected. And my Clefairy is a Dragapult. My God, the dev does not know what they're doing. So Battle Cage is going to be very important, just protecting your bench against damage counters from attacks and abilities. So that protects against Monkey Dory, that protects against Dragapult, Dusclops, Dusknoir, Frostlass. The Clefairy with Dragapult's little tiny foot poking out is hilarious. Do you see that? Do you see that when the hollow appears? So it looks Clefairy top, Dragapult bottom. This is such a well-made game. Oh my god, the PDC GL dev. Okay, so let's run it back, because I like Yuxi. I like Yuxi, I like Azelf. Unfortunately, Battle Cage kind of ruins things. But we can just whack off a little bit. We got the YouTube video. I don't think I need another game for the YouTube video, so I'll do one more with this, and then I'll show you the Iron Boulder. I'll show you what I was thinking with Iron Boulder. And, oh, Mega Audino is only going to have 270 hit points, so that's going to be the worst Mega, right? Or how many does Heracross have? Yeah, Heracross has... Ooh, okay, this doesn't suck. I mean, it kind of sucks. So Mega Audino is going to have 270 hit points, making it the weakest. Oh, baby. Oh, God. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. They're obviously going to do some things we don't want them to do, but that's okay. Oh, right, yeah. Just because you never use Mawile early in the game, so I never think of it that way. All right, so let's go and get Lillies Clefairy. And you know what? Let's just get Mew. Let's just really stunt on it. Be like, yeah, I know you can take knockouts here. I'm not worried whatsoever. Your deck is trash. You're weak to Psychic. Imagine being weak to... Oh, we're going to lose that counter catcher. Unless... doesn't have an ability. So they just showed like a really... we don't know the attacks or anything. It just showed the fact that it has 2 attacks. 1 for a single colorless. 1 for 3 colorless. Seems to have a bunch of text on it. And then has 270 hit points. Oh, and I've got some sad news. I will be selling my Switch after beating ZA, because I looked at all the games on Switch. I don't care. There's no other good games on Switch. The gaming channel is dead. Yoku's Island Express is a great game, but yeah, the gaming channel, I'm not gonna post like a single video. So I think 2026 will be 100% on the Pokemon channel, unless I, drag my toes a little bit. What the hell is this? Because I might, there's still some gaming videos. I know they won't get any views, but I just want to get them out of the way because I have, I have them written. I have the gameplay recorded. And Problem Child, Library. Get them for free, baby. Go to Library, get games free, easy dubs. Oh, this is what I call an easy dub. As long as they don't realize they can attach to the Ho-Oh. As long as they realize the Ho-Oh can't do it, just don't attach to the Ho-Oh and everything will be fine. Just don't use Shining Feathers. As long as you don't use Shining Feathers, everything will be fine. Yeah, it's $120 essentially for a Switch 2 game after taxes, and the game might not even be on the cart. Right? The game might be a key card. So yeah, I'm gonna sell it and just have my PS5 because I had all these ideas for videos, but if you look at the gaming channel, if you're not sub, please go do it. But I spent a lot of time and a lot of money on a lot of those videos, and the Cramorant video has 400 views. The Save Files video has 350. I know the thumbnail sucks, but I kind of gave up once I saw that the Pokemon Shield video has less than 1,000 views. Okay, so they've realized that they can attach to the Ho-Oh. We are in trouble. And I didn't get a chance to play Mega Latias. Okay, why do you have a negative status effect? Oh, okay. No, it's the gaming channel, nothing makes views over there. So we're just gonna call it a day on the gaming channel. Like, again, there's still things I'm gonna probably upload just to be like, I did most of the work. I'll just slap them out there, get 50 views, whatever. And then 2026, 100% gaming channel. And we just go from there. Okay, so that goes there. Let us, I guess, just attach to the Mew. And Gorgoroth, thank you. But unfortunately, I need my videos to get a little bit more than 1 view. Which is sad to say. I wish it was not that way. Oh, don't you worry. That was the strategy. But PTCGL decided not to give me any good cards. What you'll do? What? Mods ban Gorgoroth. Mods, get Gorgoroth out of here. But yeah, I wanted the gaming channel to be something like run in tandem, and you know, I also had. I said Mario Kart 7 was better than Ridge Racer 3D, and that is simply wrong. Zod, that is an L take if I've ever seen one. Ridge Racer 3D was a disappointment. Mario Kart 7, not great. Wait, Mario Kart 7, great. Ridge Racer, not great. You're wrong. That's the L-est take I've ever seen. Okay, so everyone still has 10 damage on them, which is less than ideal. But this does put damage on the Ho-Ho. I disagree. All right, well, I think we lose because I can only do 220. We can use Yuxi though, and they can't knock me out. So actually, this is fine. Shaman, I don't have a counter catcher. All right, so let's go Wondrous Patch to you. I'm gonna manually attach to you. Let's go Lillies Determination. PP, let me guess, it's got something to do with feet and socks and stuff, and you're trying to be funny. Why do I keep getting the stupid Natu back? Fine, I'll put the Natu into play just to do 20 extra damage. Are you happy? Is it a, oh, I wonder who it could be. I wonder what Pokemon it could be. Yeah, Ho-Ho heals 50. Oh yeah, so yeah, I thought it was 30. My bad. So yeah, Rookie Toes, thank you. Unfortunately, you know, we got 2,000 subs on the gaming channel and like 26,000 subs on the Pokemon channel. It's just the Pokemon channel is going to get all the attention next year. That project I've been mentioning for like 4 years that I've never gotten to, because the longer I wait, the better it'll be. I'm going to try to focus on that in 2026. It'll basically be like a weekly video series, and I might be able to make like 20 videos. So that'll be cool. And I'll probably post more shorts, because if you take off your shorts, more people sub to you. So I have plans for total world domination. It's just, you know, unlike my dominatrix, I don't know how it's going to go. You know, I like the element of surprise. All right, so they got the Boomer energy. They're only taking a prize each turn. We knock out the Latias, though. They do just kind of... They're just kind of letting me knock out the Latias. You know, just, hey, you want 3 free prizes? Yes, please. What's that? 3 free prizes. I'll take it. Okay, so Vengeful Punch. We get you. We go... Oh, that goes there. Wondrous Patch to the Clefairy. No, I'm not going to take the knockout with the Mew. I'm not that stupid, okay? I'm dumb, but I'm not stupid. And then we go Butt Scratcher for the Clefairy. Attach there, and then... I mean, I guess I can Mystery Garden, but it's like, what's the point? Right? It's not going to get me anything. Yeah, it would have gotten me more cards that I didn't want to lose. All right, then Ronda Rousey for 3 prizes. So the reason I didn't Night Stretcher for Mystery Garden is because I would have gotten, what, Ino and Lillies? Maybe you could make a case that would have been gooder, but Colossus, what am I hiding in my garden? Well, I'd like to dip my feet in that fountain. I mean, that's not really a garden, right? That's just like a chair made out of grass. You know, if you think of a garden, you don't think of a fountain. That's a fountain. That's a mystery fountain, not a mystery garden. You know, a garden has flowers. That's just grass and a fountain. I call shenanigans. Oh, we're copying. Okay. We're going to try to win on that Mega Kangaskhan. If I get a bosses, I'm going to do everything I can to get 2 heads on that Mega Kangaskhan, because I don't think we lose the game. If I do that, I think we still have a chance to win the game, even if I make a slight oopsie. Well, actually, I don't think we do, but it'll be fun. A mystery pool. And this is the issue, right? I have 3 Mystery Garden in the deck because Jamming Tower is a huge problem, but then I face a deck that doesn't bump my stadium. Yep. That's always the plan, Colossus. That's just the general strategy in life. You know, if that's not your general strategy just in life, you're doing something wrong in your life. What? Okay, they're making my life so much easier right now. The only thing you can bring up is the Natu. Yeah, like the only thing you can bring up is the Natu. All right, we're going for it. You know what's about to happen. You already know what's about to happen. Do we have an energy in there? So we already have the attack. No, we don't have the attack because I have to attach to the active. Crap. Okay. Can I get... Okay, I was going to say, can we get a Xatu? Well, we did. All right, so we're going to go get energy. Uh-oh. That's a little concerning. I will admit that I maybe put too few energy in the deck, but that's... We're never going to get punished for putting too few energy in the deck. All right, then we go Wondrous Patch to the Mew. And Clairvoyant Sense. Goated. Okay, wait, how much do I got? 0. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep the hand the way it is. Because we're going to genome hacking, rapid fire combo, 2 heads, easy. See, I told you. It's that easy. And you don't believe me when I say things are that easy. You know, apparently all it took to be good at this game is just play Clefairy. You know, Clefairy over Gengar. Clefairy, Gengar. There we go. Clefairy is the better Gen 1. Well, yeah, it's because we're facing, you know, they're trying to give me into a false sense of accomplishment here. All right, so let's play Iron Boulder. Let's ruin this win streak. Let's go Iron Boulder with Xatu. So you're going to see my crazy creation here. Try not to judge me. Granta Claus. So this is my craziest creation with Iron Boulder, because I was like, hey, this is like Lillies Clefairy, but better. So if you remember what Iron Boulder does, press 1. If you're about to be surprised, press 2. Okay, so Iron Boulder goes there. We're gonna go double Boulder. Double Boulder. Ooh, wait, what? Wait. Flareon, that's not a thing. Flareon Dragapult's not a thing. Oh, we got triple Boulder. We're going bowling, everybody. We're going bowling. Okay, so I want to Earthen Vessel. We Earthen Vessel those. We do need a Future Booster. That's the one problem, is we need a Future Booster, of which there's 3. And let's go Nest Ball for... I mean, I guess I put the Clefairy down just to have it like that. I mean, I could put the air balloon on the dude, but I don't think we want to do that. So let's go, yeah, let's put Psyduck down, air balloon there, attach there, and end turn. So we have a knockout on the Badoo if we just get one of our, well, actually, maybe we don't, because there is another part to this attack you might not be aware of. You have to have the same number of cards in hand as your opponent. I forgot about that. So that's kind of an important piece of the puzzle, is I have to make sure I have the same amount of number of cards. And if you saw in the Discord, if you saw in the Discord, it might say that I'm going to do 0 damage, even if I fulfill the Santa Claus. That's terrible, Clambert. That's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself for that one. So wait, what are they playing? Wait, they're going to sob? Why? Okay. Interesting decision. Very random, interesting decision. Okay, there's a Lillies Pearl. That's good. And then I guess I Poffin for Natu. Actually, no, we can... Nah, we're going to get the Natu. I maybe went a little overboard on the Boulder, okay? You'll also notice that there's no future booster in this hand. I'm confused by their decision. Right? It's a Flareon, Ogerpon, Dragapult deck. But maybe you don't need 4 Iron Boulder, or if you do, you don't suck as much as me. Okay, I mean, I guess I just bosses a Dracloak, especially if they attach to one. Oh, yeah, that would make more sense, but it has... No, this is a Dragapult deck. This is absolutely a Dragapult deck. Okay, if they bench one more, dude's knocked out, right? They did not bench one more. That's fine. I just knocked out their Dracloak. Because we're doing 2 hundo. All right, so attached to you. Bosses, this guy. Full Moon Rondo. Obviously, Psyduck could get trapped in the active. But yeah, I think we're fine, right? This is not going to be an Iron Boulder deck, though. This would be, if anything, this is going to be a Mimikyu Clefairy deck, which is not my intention. But yeah, I was just looking at cards. Like, what are some cards that get improved by Wondrous Patch? And I think I might try this when Battle Cage is out, because again, it's another dude that needs Battle Cage. So I probably will revisit this, because don't forget that Phantasmal Flames, like, officially is a 2.5-month format, because our next set is January 29th. So that's officially 2.5 months, but realistically it was just over 3 months because of the battle decks. Oh, and about the Team Rocket's Mewtwo deck, they said, somebody commented that it was delayed, but I'm going to check their website. Team Rocket's Mewtwo EX League Battle Deck. I'm going to check their official website. Oh, yeah, they did. Yeah, they updated it to the 12th. So yeah, the lead battle deck was delayed until the 12th. They just updated it yesterday, so they waited until the very end. So the Mewtwo League Battle Deck has been delayed by a month. That is why it did not appear in PDCGL. What would my Natu ever do to you? That is literally the worst one they could have brought up. Right? Because I can just evolve that into a Xatu. And now I can retreat. Thank you. Okay, let's go Clairvoyant Sense to this guy. And, I mean, I think I have to save the bosses. As much as I don't really want to, I think the bosses needs to be saved. Ooh, Hand Trimmer. That was the other spice I added to this deck. The goaded... Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for Hand Trimmer. Actually, I don't need to. Oh, and wait. So your opponent has to have more than 5? Interesting. I didn't realize that your opponent had to have more than 5 cards in order for that to work. Because, I never use Hand Trimmer. So I thought only one player had to have over 5. But I guess because your opponent discards first. But I had, oh, right, because if I played it there, okay, right. Because if I played it, then I would have 5. So I guess that's why it didn't work. Yeah, so there you go. That's a rare PDCGW. They don't come around very often. That's a rare PDCGW. You know, I just get so used to this game doing everything wrong because 90% of the time it does the wrong thing. And there's the counter catcher. They're going for the Xatu again. Do something original. All right, well, we're just going to be here for about 20 hours. So they can sob 4 times, and they can use Adrenabrain 4 times. But eventually we'll take the knockout. So this is going to be very boring. Yeah, that's fine. So I imagine they're going to set up their Dragapult. They could be... Well, no, they can't. Unless they have Sparkling Crystal as their ace spec. Or I guess Counter Gain. Nope, they're just going to be annoying. All right, so this is going to be very... Yeah, Lena, this is going to be the last game of the stream. So this is going to be really boring. With? Don't you mean with? That's... Because as you can see, it is a G block card. So yeah, we're losing Counter Catcher. We're not losing bosses. They're using the new bosses. We're not losing Buddy Puffin because that's an H. So yeah, Pokegear got reprinted. So yeah, out of all the cards they're playing, the only card that's rotating is Counter Catcher. So that's going to suck. Badoo is an H block. Monkey Dory's an H block. Wellspring Mask Oderpon, that's an H block. What's Clefairy? Clefairy's an I block. Oh, that's Journey Together. All right, great card to top deck. We definitely needed that. Definitely needed that card right now. Okay, well, let's, yeah, be a real shaman if you lost some of your cards, wouldn't it? Be a real shaman if you lost some of those cards in that hand, huh? A true Spice Master would... I think if I was really spicy, I would bring up the Monkey Dory and force them to discard their Luminous. We did get the Legacy, though. Okay, so there's another future booster. Let's go end turn. Maybe they'll do something in 2 turns. So the Clefairy is getting knocked out. The Psyduck is getting knocked out. We're actually in a really rough spot here because of Sob. Oh, God. This is so boring. Yeah, so again, don't expect to stream until Thursday. I may choose to stream on Monday. It's highly unlikely. I really don't want to play King Gambit. Like, I do, because Battle Cage is going to ruin everything. But then I'd have to play PDCGL, and no one wants that. You know, as good as today's stream has been, it's been rough. It's been kind of rough, right? All right, well, there's a Lillies for 8. They're clearly not afraid of a second hand trimmer. And it is a little weird that they call this a hand trimmer, right? Because it's like, it makes it think you're going to cut your hand. Right? It's like, what are you going to do? Trim anything but your hand? Why would you do that? All right, well, here you go. Have a crazy turn. Yeah, I'm not sponsored by Manscaped. I wish I was. Because I like my balls smooth. And ABC, I'm sorry. It's not my fault. Blame PDCGL for giving us this matchup. So... I think, I mean, they're gonna do the thing, right? They're gonna probably take 4 prizes this turn. The order of... Oh, no, the order of operations is kind of messed up, isn't it? Because they can't... this is kind of screwed up. They can't really do it in the correct way. Right? Because if they Monkey Dory my Clefairy, that doesn't really help them. If they Monkey Dory my Xatu, I just send up the Clefairy. So, I mean, we're still in trouble, but it's not as bad. Because the Lillies Pearl will not activate, unfortunately. Wait, what? You had the Sparkling Crystal all along. So this could have been worse. And the way it gets worse is if they use Countercatcher right now. They use Countercatcher or bosses right now, that's how things get worse. That's fine. We do lose, like, all of our good cards. That's pretty good. Okay, so an Iono is bad, okay? I do need that Clefairy back. I need to find a way to get the Clefairy back to knock out the Dragapult, though I can Countercatcher the or the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Yeah, this will be fine. Everything will be fine. Yeah, obviously they go for the Clefairy. So Xatu and Clefairy are knocked out. I will Iono them to 3. And then I just need to get the Clefairy back and we win. Easy. Easiest plan in the history of the universe. That's an Earthen Vessel. That's fine. We're just trying to thin out the deck. So what do we need? We need one of our 3 Night Stretchers and we are fine. That's it. Just give me one of the 3 Night Stretchers and that's GG. So I Wondrous Patch to the Boulder. I think I just get that card out of there. Then we Iono them to 3 and we have to hope that 2 of the cards in my hand are playable. As long as 2 of the cards in my hand are playable, we got the Night Stretcher. Uh-oh. No, that's fine. That's fine. We got the Night Stretcher. Okay. And what do you think? Do you think PDC GL will say I'm about to do 0 damage? Oh, see? It's correct right now, but just you wait. Just wait a second. Actually, I think I attacked with the one in the active. Oh, it's actually right. It didn't do it earlier. I think I attacked with the one in the active. Just in case they try to... I don't even know. I don't even know what's right or what's wrong. There's a Badoo. Okay, so if they go... Torrential Pump doesn't win them the game. The Psyduck is very much a liability for me. They can attack with Dracloak, but they would have to knock out the Clefairy. So my Lillies Pearl not doing anything is really bad. Okay, if they're able to obviously just bring up the Clefairy, we lose the game. I don't know if I win this. Right? Just them being able to trap my Xatu while, you know, monkeying around. And ABC, yeah, get excited. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Sharknado day 1. Oh, they played Hilda? Oh, so they can't. So we'll have a turn of reprieve, but we're still probably going to lose. So Thursday will be Sharknado. It was always going to be Sharknado, but I think given that it's free, I should also feature, you know, that as well. So people are curious, like, should I play it? And then day 2 will be Mega Lopunny. Day 3, I guess Heracross. Because I'll do all the Megas first, and then I'll do probably the Tauros deck on the Monday. Because what Megas are there? Oh, no, it's Zard. I got to play Zard, too. So I got to play Sharpedo, Lopunny, Zard, Heracross, Gengar, and Diancie I've already done. What's the other one? And Gleaber, that was another one that I wanted to try, but I just kind of ran out of time. Right, it's just another one that's just like, yeah, I kind of ran out of time on that one. Do I just lose now? Hang on. Do I have to be... I think I have to be Swifty here. I think I have to be super duper Swifty right now. Okay, so if I go... No, because the Monkey Dory wins them the game. Yeah, the Monkey Dory literally wins them the game. So I literally cannot win right now. Yeah, they got me in a no-win situation. Unless... No, that's not good. Actually, no, if I go for... No, we got it with the Mew. Oh, we got it with the Mew if I have Wondrous Patch. If I have enough Wondrous Patch... Oh, I don't think we do. I don't think we have it. I think we're just short. I think I only have 3 Wondrous Patch in the deck. Oh, we're 1 short. We were so close. If I just had 4 Wondrous Patch, we could have done it. Well, we didn't even see 1. Okay, so let's go Fez and Skibbity. We unfortunately lose the game. Oh, we were so close. You were this close to losing, Brantaclaws. You were that close. Do you even understand how close you were to losing? I bet you don't. Yeah, and I can't even do the thing because we don't got it. Gleaver, I would have had to test it a lot more. That's the problem, is I didn't have enough time to test because I was testing stupid Gengar all week, and that deck is horrible. Never play it. But it's fine, right? Yeah, 170 isn't great, but you add the Future Booster, that's 190. You do something like Frostlass, and then you can knock out everything, and you can also, knock out Dragapult, so it's fine, right? I would have liked to dedicate more time to it, but I can't. Karusu Gengar is trash. Gengar is terrible. It's the worst card ever printed. Never try it. And for those of you who are curious, somehow, even with all the games that I play just to test glitches, which I immediately concede, and all the games I've lost due to glitches, still have a positive win-loss rate. All right, so let's raid Sunny, I guess. Sunny's probably online today, because Sunny's chronically online. Yeah, I agree with Karusu. Gengar is terrible. Is Sunny not playing? Oh, Sunny isn't. Oh, Sunny's streaming Zede. Everyone say L Sunny. Okay, that's what we gotta do. Everyone say L Sunny. Go back to PDCGL. All right, so in terms of videos, I think it's just going to be the 2026 preview on Sunday. And then Thursday is when it all happens. So get excited. Everyone say L Sunny.